Table, and we have, of course, Paul Gallen, Ben Hannant, and Justin Hodges. I'll start at the end of the table with Ben Hannant. How's it all been for you, Ben? This is your second professional fight, and it's been a big build-up.
It's been a massive build-up. Lots been said, and the big thing is with this fight for me, it's all been about pulling everything back to basics, doing the little things right, getting a good team around me. I've got Wild Bill Nazio training me, and also Chris Carton from Nerang Platinum. And the last fight I went into, I think I tried to be a boxer, which I found out really quickly I'm not a boxer. So I'm going out there to do everything I can to entertain the crowd, do everything I can for Queensland. And if I can't get the job done, hopefully do my bit to help the team of Queensland.
You've obviously worked really hard. How much better condition do you think you're in this time around than your first fight?
Oh, definitely a lot better condition this time around. First time fighting Hodjo, I do radio for a living, so I sit on my bum, I eat whatever food's in front of me. I was a fat mess at 170.5 kilos. I lost 10 kilos in a month, which was good, but it wasn't good enough. And it's one of those things where having those extra couple of weeks to be able to train and learn and understand the game plan, what the coaches have got for me. I'm excited for Thursday night. All I know is we're going to bring it, and it's going to be exciting.
And what do you make of the news that we've just heard today that, essentially no one's going to know who's going first until Thursday night itself?
I don't really care, to be honest. Realistically, I'm being paid to go in there for 4 rounds for 2 minutes and give it absolutely everything. And realistically, Paul Gallen, he normally fights 10 3-minute rounds against the best fighters in our country. He's asked to fight 2 lots of 4 rounds for 2 minutes against 2 ex-rugby league players. Realistically, he's got nothing to whinge about, he's got nothing to cry about. This should be easy for him. The big thing is he's doing this up here in Queensland. Let's see what he brings.
Are you surprised with the way that he's reacted to the news being withheld essentially from him?
Well, I'm surprised we're even here today, to be honest. I thought it got cancelled. I don't watch too much media, but I got told from a few people that he didn't want to fight. It was off, now it's on, it's off, it's on. Mate, we're professional athletes.
It's on, Benny, it's on. We're on.
Are we
Thursday
on?
night.
Are we sure? Because all I'm hearing is excuses at the moment, and realistically, he's the favourite. He's got all the experience. He's got everything going on.
Has he said anything that's got under your skin at all? I saw he talked about you being a bench warmer and various bits and pieces through your footy career.
Hey, that just shows what the flog he is at times, Like, realistically, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. I'm proud of my career. If I was starting, I'll come off the bench. It's about putting the team first. And that's the great thing about what we're doing, is we're doing the team thing. I'm proud of what I've done in my footy career. Whatever my job was on the field, if I was off the bench or starting, I always did my best for the team, and that's what it's all about, going out and doing your best. It's not about how good you are or how many games you start. You sound like a flog. You start going, I started so many games.
Sound like a flog. You're talking about a team sport. You're talking about being a good team in an individual sport, you idiot.
What are you talking about?
You're an idiot.
What can you talk about?
I can talk about what you just said, the fights I've had. You fought Hodjo, that's it. You think you're going to walk in and even compete? I could seriously kill you on Thursday night.
Good luck. Bring it then. Let's see what you can bring.
I will be.
Let's see what you can bring. I mean, it's all bark at the moment. It's just like, I love what you did on the footy field. You just went and you did your job. But it feels like you're barking a lot at the moment.
I'll be biting on Thursday, buddy. I'll be biting you.
Let's see it.
All right, well, thank you, Ben. Feel free to jump in as we go along, though. I'll go to Justin Hodges, who's joining us here as well. How do you feel about the news that we've heard today? You're not going to know, and no one's going to know until the night.
Oh, look, same as Benny. I don't really give a crap. Just want to get my hands on that big head down the end. He's been crying, been sulking about how many rounds or who's fighting first. And at the end of the day, he's the one that wanted to fight 2 people, so he's just got to cop it on the chin and be a man and face up. And like Benny said, he's going to be in for a tough night, and he's going to get busted up. Whether we win or not, I don't really care. I'm just going to go there and just throw everything I possibly can to knock that big face out. That's all I care about, is knocking him out. That's all I visualise, that's all I care about. If I get caught coming in to try and knock him out, I'll get caught. I live with it, but it's going to feel good to hit him in the face, I'll tell you what.
What are people saying to you up here in Queensland about this fight and this event?
Well, obviously no Queenslanders like him. He's a wanker. It's full stop. He hasn't won Origin for a long time up here. I said so yesterday. He's the worst ever Origin captain for New South Wales. He commented on our career that we ran off the back of successful players, but at the end of the day, we looked after each other. That's what Queenslanders do. We stuck by each other. We created a dynasty that he was unfortunately on the wrong side of, and he can't seem to get past that. And this result's going to be no different. We're going to send him home on Friday crying again with nothing to appreciate.
What do you think the atmosphere is going to be like at the venue on Thursday night when whoever walks out the first time and we get this event's underway?
Yeah, look, it's going to be loud. It's going to be electric. Hopefully every Queenslander comes along because this is what they wanted. They want to see, Gallen get knocked out in Queensland. Obviously in rugby league you can't get to do that on the field, apart from hitting someone the right way. But now we get the opportunity to actually punch him, and that's what we've been working on, just punching hard for as long as I can. And hopefully every Queenslander wakes up tomorrow on Friday morning, going to be proud of what we've done. And like I said, no one knows the order. So if Benny goes last, I go first. Well then, probably unfortunately for Benny, he won't get a fight unless he wants to rematch me again.
There's a bit on the line though, because there's talk about $1 million should one of you win against Paul Gallen the next time out for a rematch. That's a massive incentive.
Yeah, look, it is a massive incentive, but at the moment it's out of reach. It's something that looks good in the distance, but we can't focus on that. At the moment, all we can focus on is our job on Thursday night. It's going to be a tough night, but I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm going out there to throw everything I possibly can into this fight, and if I do get the knockout, well then I look forward to a rematch.
I'll talk to Paul Gallen in just a moment. Any final words for him from either of you before we go over to Gal?
Just stop whinging and let's just fucking fight. Stop whinging. I'm done with it. All he done is whinge. He got what he wanted. This is what he wants, so just shut up and fight. If he knocks me out, 100% good on him. Just shut up and fight.
Well, that'll take us to Paul Gallen, who was absolutely cocked it at this press conference here today. Gal, great to have you with us here today. Usually you're going at people, but gee, they don't like you up here. The blokes you're fighting, the audience,
I'm up here on my own.
the state.
I'm up here on my own. Plenty of Queenslanders trying to get me, multiple, more than one. That's what they like, we know that. But I'm just here happy to promote this card. I'm happy to be the main event, obviously, and fight these two guys. But I suppose most of all, our fight's about entertainment. It's entertainment value. These guys down here doing the boxing, I can't wait for all the fights. Hussein and Higgins could be fight of the night. Ty Telford fighting, as you know, Jack Bowen. I've watched him fight plenty of times up against big Ronald over there, Quinlan. But the heavyweight fight's one I'm looking forward to. Big job against Foss. I've sparred both these guys over the years, and both gentlemen of the sport, and I can't wait to see them two go out. It's going to be a good fight. I swear Fosso's gotten bigger since last time I've seen him. I reckon he's grown 2 or 3 inches, so I don't know how that's possible at his age, but that's going to be an awesome fight. And then obviously come my fight, I can't wait to get in there and punch these two blokes. Like seriously, they're not in my league. They're nowhere near it. And I'm right at the back end of my boxing career. As I've said, for the past 12 months, I'm finishing this year, but to knock these two guys out in what could be my last fight is going to be outstanding and something I'm really going to enjoy.
How do you feel about the news, though, that it's waiting till the very last moment before we know who's fighting first?
I'm used to it. That's been an issue between me and No Limit for the past 3 or 4 weeks. I've been trying to get information out of them, can't get anything out of them. I've accepted over the past couple of weeks that I'm just going to have I've found out a week ago I'm going to have an hour's break between the fights. That's all I need to worry about. Both these guys can come in whenever they want. They can tag team each other if they want. I'm going to knock both of them out. And that's all that matters. I get the win on Thursday night. I get to leave here the next day getting paid and getting home safe and sound. That's all I care about.
How are you going to go in that hour in between fights, assuming you get through the first one? What's the plan?
Just relax, just take it easy. We thought about punching pads or jumping on a bike, but I'm not going to do none of that. We're just going to just relax, and then 10 or 15 minutes before the second fight, just start to warm up again and just take it as it comes. So I've got no issue in the process of what's going to happen. I don't care who I fight first or who I fight second. I'm ready to go. I've done all my preparation as usual. I'm fit, I'm healthy. I'm ready to go on Thursday night.
They're both pretty fired up here today. They've had a bit to say as well, both Ben Hannant and Justin Hodges. Do you want to have any words back to...
I'm glad they're fired up today, but Thursday's when it all matters. That's when it all matters. So they get their frustrations or whatever they got in them now. Listen to the rot they talk now. I love hearing Hodges talk about how I'm the worst captain ever.
Well, you are.
It's easy when you run off the back of superstars.
Well, I ran past
you done nothing yourself, mate.
How many times I ran past you?
Well, run at me now then.
How many times
Run at me now then.
I'll do it easy.
Run at me now then.
Well, are we playing legal?
Run at me now. Let's fight now then. I'm not whinging, mate. Let's go 4 3-minute rounds and let's do it properly if you want to do it. That's what I was asking for.
Mate, this is Queensland crowd. I'm leaving.
I don't give a shit.
On Thursday.
You would leave.
Bum.
You would leave. I'm gonna make you look like a bum on Thursday, mate. See that ambulance that was here? You're a couple of days early. It's meant to come on Thursday. It's meant to come on Thursday, and you'll be going home in it. You'll be going home in it. Make sure you kiss your kids goodnight before you go to the boxing fight, mate. Make sure you kiss them goodnight. Hopefully you wake up.
All right, we might leave it there, ladies and gentlemen, but the scene is certainly set for the Origin Rumble event. We'll see on Thursday night. It's at the Nissan Arena. Still some tickets available. Otherwise, you can watch all the coverage on Fox Sports, Kayo Sports, and then over on Main Event pay-per-view from 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you tomorrow for the weigh-in. Then we'll see you, of course, on Thursday at this big night of boxing. I'm Ben Damon, and I'll see you at the fights.